we see sexts of girls, pictures, sexual pictures, it's usually her face or like this much. You can see who it is. And it's in a bra, push-up bra, or semi-nude, or something like that. When boys sext, it is commonly a picture of their genitals. Now, what is difficult about that is that you can't identify the pictures from the boys, right? Think about it. Because you can see the girl's face. Now you're looking at a boy's penis, and you're like, whose is that, right? This is complicated stuff. Now, say you're a 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade boy. You're sitting in a group of kids, and you have a backpack, and you decide to go to the bathroom. And your friends know that your phone's in your backpack. And one of them thinks it would be so funny if he could get another guy in the group to go get the phone, unlock the phone, take a picture, take a dick pic, right? And send it to the girl that the kid who's in the bathroom has a huge crush on. Or, it depends on the homophobia of the school, maybe a boy as well. Boy comes back from the bathroom, he has no idea that this just happened. The boys are laughing, but they have no idea, and they won't say, because that's loyalty, and you don't say. And remember I said, there's never a line that's not funny, right? Never. Usually when girls send pictures of themselves, boys will hold them, save them, trade them, whatever, sort of like baseball cards. Girls, when they get pictures of boys' genitals, usually go like, blah. There's like more chance of them talking to an adult about it. And so then the boy gets in trouble. So here's what happens. Dad of the girl calls up the school and says, you better expel that kid who just sent a picture of his penis, of his genitals, to my daughter. And if you don't do something about this guy, I'm going to come over and do something for you. If the head of the school knows anything about technology, the first thing he or she knows is it might not be that child. It might not be. And then, if you are so insistent on getting a response right away from the school, then the school feels pressured to discipline the kid, then you have disciplined the wrong child. And then the kid who got away with it, his social power goes way up. He becomes like mythologically powerful to the other kids because they're not going to tell whose picture it really was. And the other part is, it wasn't the kid who actually took the picture of himself. He wasn't the one with the social power. He wasn't the one that started it. It was the kid who had the social power who said, hey, wouldn't it be funny if you did X? Because that's the way boys' dynamics go. So we have to know all about this and give credit to it so the school has a chance of figuring out how in the world they're going to handle this problem. So we can't go in saying, you've got to figure this out in 2 minutes, because I think the school at the least needs like 2 or 3 days to be able to figure out who did what and discipline accordingly. Now back to apologies. Here's how you handle a fake apology. Fake apologizer says something like, sorry, can we drop this now? This is the explain. The way you just apologize doesn't seem like you mean it. If I'm wrong, tell me. Are they going to agree and like totally start being nice? No, not really. The expectation is you will get a pushback. If your children are ever in a situation where they say, I wouldn't have cared if it happened to me, your responsibility as the parent is to say, it doesn't matter. Your opinion about what you think in this situation does not matter. That person has the right to their experience, just like you have the right to your experience. So that's your opinion. Guess what? Sorry, doesn't matter. All right, you say, I don't want you to make a big deal to this. I just want to say what you mean. Otherwise, don't say it. So any version of this is your goal. Real apologies are meaningful, they're sincere, and sometimes there's an offer to make public or private amends. Right? Like, I did this to you, and I would like to rectify this, reconcile this, restorative justice. I don't know if your boys like Flaming Hot Cheetos, but most boys in the country love Flaming Hot Cheetos. A meaningful apology, seriously, could be a boy offering his Flaming Hot Cheetos to his friend. Now, the last thing I'm going to say about apologies, and I write this a lot about this in Masterminds and in Queen Bees, is women do apologize a lot. And not because they've done something wrong, but just because we moved a glass wrong, or just like existence, right? We have to stop doing that. We need to be mindful of our apologies. And for men, men can do this too, but apologizing actually to a kid is so powerful. Like if you've teased your kid a little bit too much, or you think you've maybe been on the line of like mocking your kid, I would go up to him like later tonight and say, I've been thinking about this, and I think that I teased you a little bit too much the other day. And your kid's like, it's fine, it's fine. I just want you to hear me about it. I'm sorry. If I do it again, please tell me to stop. It's important to me. That was 5 sentences. That is transformative. It's never too late to repair these relationships, even with adult children. It is never too late. And those kinds of conversations literally make people come back into the relationship, truly. If your child is saying something nasty to you, where you go like, you did not just say that to me. What I would do, and what I have done, is I've said, I'm your mother. You will treat me with dignity, with worth, just like you will treat everybody like that. If there is a reason that you think that you should not treat me with dignity, with worth, I need to hear it. Sometimes kids are saying things that are hurtful because they're trying to say something to you that has emotional truth to them that's very painful for you to hear. That is something that you need to go to. Like, you need to say, you know what? If this is really the way that you feel about me, or the way I'm living my life, or whatever it is, then I need to hear that, and I need to hear why, because that is important to me. But I will not have you speak to me in that tone of voice. Your kids are probably starting social media and connections with other people on games or apps. They're not on Facebook, they're on Instagram or Snapchat. Let me say to you something very succinctly about those things. Instagram is what they post that they want other people like you to see. Snapchat is what they want to show their friends and to try out the risk activity that they're doing because it goes away. All right, so here are the video game rules. Because I lose track of time when playing, I realize I'm unable to accurately gauge how long I've played. Therefore, I won't respond to a parent when they tell me time is up with, what? But I've only been on for a few minutes. I'm about to get to the next level. Let me just throw myself off this cliff. Let me kill myself. Let me stab myself. Let me decapitate myself. It'll only take 1 minute, I promise, okay? Next rule. I'll pause the game within 1 minute after being told my time is up. If I don't comply, I understand my parent will turn off the screen so that any unsaved progress I lose because of my actions, not because my mom turned off the screen. When I play any game with other people, the family values apply. Therefore, I can't use homophobic, racist, and sexist terms when communicating with other players. If other players do, I will immediately tell them to stop, leave the game, complain to the server, or find another group. I will do something that addresses this problem. Something. The weekend is hereby defined as Friday after school through Sunday night. If by Saturday night homework, studying projects for the upcoming week has not progressed satisfactorily, all gaming rates for Sunday will be put on hold. Here's my favorite one. On weekend mornings, I will take care of my responsibilities before playing. I'll brush my teeth. I will go to the bathroom. I will put on some form of clothes. I will eat. I will make sure all pets are given the same care. Violation of these rules will result in automatic suspension of play until the next day. These are frameworks and structures, and they're going to push and push and push, and that's okay. This is about the relationship that you have with them, about how much they respect your authority, and are you credible? And if you're feeling not credible, I would say, look, I'm trying to be a better parent to you. I'm working on it. I'm trying my best. You might not agree with that. That is unfortunate. So what I want you to remember is the dignity of all of our kids are not negotiable. And I want you to remember to give the school a break, understanding the complexity of how they're dealing. And if you think that the school is really focused on maintaining the safety and well-being of your kid, that's the most important thing to focus on. So thank you very much for your time.